Alright, I got this little test area that's for testing stuff, and I just had some problems. Well, first up, I can say that I did see uh, Aaron21, I think it was a comment. Let me look, let me make sure. Let's see which one yeah, 21, Arfon 21. I'm making a new track and I'm having my decals disappear. Yes, I just saw this happen to me for the first time, in fact, where I made a decal. It was just a white road for AI on grid map. I exited, I came back, and it was gone. Now I could click this, and I couldn't click on it, but if I went into here, I could click on it, I'd see the red nodes. Right? I saw where they were supposed to be. I changed the texture, nothing. I clicked and unclicked and clicked on the over objects that's in the inspector, and it popped up. I also increased the render priority, which I shouldn't have had to do that. It's a grid map. There's nothing taking no priority over it. But in any way, my traffic also started acting crazy on it. So not only did the thing disappear, but I was able to record traffic on like two other videos that I was like, nah, let me redo it. Nah, let me redo it. And finally, the last time I redid it, my decal was gone, and the traffic just wouldn't do anything unless I clicked flee. Like flee run for me, which when it does that, they basically go anywhere anyway. It's not like they're really following anything, I don't think. But yeah, so normally you just make a decal for like this. You just tell it drivability 1. That lets it know, yeah, this is drivable. Left lanes, or how many right lanes, whether they drive on the wrong side of the road, like in England, or the right side of the road. Uh, that's the only thing I can think. Or flip direction. I mean, that's what I think that's for. Gated road, whether it's open to the public or not, or use subdivisions, just has to do with the uh, generate a high detail AI road. But I usually turn these invisible after I get it set like I want it. I just keep it on long enough to spawn some traffic. Now I read on the forums to just hit Control L, and that'll update the scripts so that when you go back into the game, you can spawn the traffic, however many cars it's going to be. You can spawn it, hit play, and they'll follow this path or whatever other paths you've made. Um, I think now it's working, but on grid map it wasn't for whatever reason. If you reset it, I've noticed like until you hit the reset button, it doesn't properly show them going the other way. Like they'll all be going one way until you hit this reset. Then they'll be any other time I would have done it. I made this video. It's not doing it right. Wrong. Wrong. That is that's something though. Now if I hit Control L, it redoes the scripts. That means it resets that. No, it didn't. I was thinking it would reset that, but it didn't. That's a one-time fall mod there for rock that if you're in the way, it'll hit you. Let's go back over to here, see what these clowns are doing. I did say 2 ways, but it may be that the road's not wide enough for two direction. Maybe they'll only do that when it's an option. But this is the only other way I know to do AI where you're not using a script. But now, interestingly enough, though, you can go into the AI script manager and say whichever car, which is that red one that I like, that little one. You can say, hey, I like what he's doing, or you can have record all of them. And like especially if you got something going on where you got them no speed limit and they're just acting crazy. There's a crazy crash, you want to see it recreated, you recording them all, then you play them back. And funny thing is though, when I hit play, they go batshit crazy. I mean, when I hit record, they go batshit crazy. Like they're trying to show off, you know? But see, and here, once again, another time where something worked in the other video, but it's not working now. This is crazy. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, works 1 minute, then it don't. So record them all. Go back into here. Hit play. Go back into here. Hit. Oh, that's the. Hell, I don't know. This ain't doing like it's supposed to now. Record. Play. And now they're not moving. I think that's not compatible. I think this screws up. I think what this does, this overwrites AI script. Does that make sense? Like, I don't mean AI. I mean, this overwrites the damn AI that's built into the traffic mode or does something like that and screws it up. That's what I think happened. And I bet you if I exit this game and reload it, this traffic now will be screwed up. I think that's what I did. I damn tore up the game testing something. To reinstall it. So now the traffic won't work on grid map. I even deleted the grid map out the user folder and it still ain't working in there. But I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna see. Not grid map, I mean what I just said about this not working. I didn't save the level though. But I'll just put a new road anyway. Just put another one. Just hit this, hit Alt, draw a quick AI road. Drivability 1. Control L, reset scripts, back to game mode. I'll just put a few in here and spawn them and hit play and see if they drive. Oh good, I didn't break the game like I thought. I should do this and then get here and make a half-ass attempt to turn around and go over here, be my guess. You can change this view distance to be farther away. And if it's still not doing it, increase the render priority. I have to do that on decals, like especially if I'm using like make rocks and they're far away. I don't want them to like disappear too soon. Now recording them in script AI only worked one time. I'm not sure you're supposed to do it. It's probably not intended to be used that way. But yeah, I had made 3 other videos. I was like, yeah, I don't like that. Let me redo it. I just come to the conclusion something's gonna go wrong every time, and that's kind of good. People know that because they know like, hey, crap happens to other people too. Ain't just me. And I guess everybody should like know, hey, else early access. You know, surely by the time the game is finished, they'll have all the little kinks, you know, worked out and stuff. So, and you can have other AI roads. It don't have to just be one. You can have multiple roads doing different things. I don't know what causes them to bleed over into one road from the other though. What causes like them to decide which one they want to actually be on. I thought this drivability, setting it lower or higher, would also depend on which one that they spawn on. I'm not sure if that really matters. Hit Control L. to let it redo the game script. And now they should have the option to drive on either or, which I think I put this at 2, drivability. It'd be interesting to see, do they all go over to there and stay off of this one now? I think there's also, you tell it if it's looped, meaning it's a circle. If you tell it it's a looped, they'll treat it like that. They won't go all over the place. If it's a loop, I guess if it's not a loop, and that dumbass. If it's not looped, then I don't know what they do. There ain't no telling. There really needs to be a red light there, stop sign. But that's it. That's the only other thing I know. Now, to get cars to follow a specific path, that's about as specific as I think you can get. And you do have the other options in here, like you do when you press. What's that? I gotta get off of that there. Now I'm not seeing my window come up. My thing's not, the little wheel, the selector wheel is not, it's not showing up anymore. Just that there. Crazy stuff happening today. But yeah, it looks like maybe that matters, that probability, drivability right here. That's drivability 2, this is drivability 1, put that 5 and put this one to 1 and see if they change course after hitting Control L to re-update the script. Let's see if they change course and start driving on that one instead. Yep. That one is. He is. I bet they'll turn now. It's kind of cool, yeah. Yeah. But it's not 0 probability, so I guess there's still a chance that they'll decide to go down it. They don't want nothing to do with that. They want the probability 5. Just interestingly, I did this in the last video that I decided not to post. I had 4 little roads. I had probability 1, I'm sorry, I keep saying probability. I had drivability 1, 5, 25, and 100, and they all drove on the one that was 25. It may just be something with, when I say grid map, I don't mean the new one, I mean the old flat one that doesn't have anything on it. That level is kind of bare bone and stripped and has like nothing in it. So it could be something to do with what's in that level as far as what the AI and all that stuff uses. I don't know. That's just a guess. And just know if you change one of these while you're driving, it's not going to reflect the change. It's going to think the road's still there until you hit Control L. And if you're one that you make decals, like regular decals like you would drive on, let's see if I got a road in here. Well, this is a planks, like planks on a dock or a pier. But say you got, the decal over what's normally invisible, and you would pick invisible for this one. Road invisible. That way you don't see the AI road, and you would have your decal, say, over the top. Or I suppose you could have them drive on your decal with the texture. I don't think it matters. But you see AI road only here is picked, which means I can't pick my one that's not for AI. By unchecking that, I can now pick the AI, pick the texture road, but now I can't. Yeah, I can pick any of them. Just only when AI road selected, you cannot pick your one that's not drivable, which It's this one that's got drivability -1, and I would guess if I tell it to be 1, it's still going to be considered wait, that ain't what I meant to say. What I was trying to say? That I have to hit Control L for it to consider that a AI road now. Yes, see, now it's considered an AI road. I was under the impression a while back that the way you made a road is you had to pick this before you created a decal, which is not correct. You just simply have to hit drivability 1 and just say Control L after you're done making your roads. So that's one of the things in my old video that definitely does not was wrong of me to say. Which it ain't gonna be the first time something was completely wrong that was not necessary. But anyway, that's all for this one. Any other questions, let me know.